Well, 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 time for an oh so wonderful another fun guild war on a random Monday, fighting stuff that is very random. Like say a Last Rider Krau, a Lionheart Cermia, and then also a Choux. Oh, wait a minute, scratch that. A Lionheart Cermia and then a Choux. So, here's like the thing. This looks like it's fucking like crazy good to go into, but like honestly, I was really just kind of taking a gamble, because like, hey, I went with Midnight Gala, Lilias, and then Elvira, and then also Destina. So the reason why I went with this team is, hey, Midnight Gala Lilias goes into these HP scalers, right? And the HP scalers, I mean Last Rider Krau, and then Choux. So the big thing is, you don't know what the fuck the HP values are going to be. Like, you just straight up don't know. So if the Krau was like at 20k HP or something like that, he definitely wouldn't have died, because I've seen numerous times going into with element advantage into Choux, and straight up, like 20k HP, I straight up can't kill that shit. It's baffling. But like right here, this is a 25k HP Choux, so she's gonna die for free anyway. But the reason why we went with what we went with, hey, Midnight Gala Lilias do all the damage. Destina's there just in case I need a CR push or anything of any of that sort, like if they happen to be fast on that end, or if I needed a revive for Elvira. Elvira's there just to make Lionheart Cermia not work, and to hit a death break. That's it, boys! Now, onto the fun shit. So, here is a fight that I play so astronomically shit that it doesn't matter, because Urban Shadow Choux is the absolute fucking destroyer of any and all HP scalers. So, when I say I play this fight shitty, basically, I went into this with almost no plan. Like, I didn't even know who to fucking start with. So I basically went in with Urban Shadow Choux there just straight up to make HP scalers not work, because injury is a fucking broken-ass mechanic that only has one answer, and that is barrier or straight up cleaving the unit. And then I had Spirit Eye Celine there because ae-KARINA Ravi's there. So ae-KARINA Ravi's only going to go into Spirit Eye Celine. And then I was like, well, what else can I do? You know what? Let's just throw Ahmed at this, because it's going to be a CR push, it's going to be a skill null, and then we're also occasionally going to get attack buff here and there. So what this translates to is you have one damage dealer on the other side. Only one that is a single target unit that is only going to go into light units. And because of that, we'll have her go into Spirit Eye Celine, probably the best fucking counter in the entire game for ae-KARINA Ravi, because straight up, she's a damage limit unit. You straight up can't kill her with a single attack unless it has additional damage on it. And I'm going to counterattack every single one of your critical hits, and I'm going to heal from it. So, like, right there, you guys already see, we've already won. Like, the match has not even started, really, at the very tail beginning. Or just the very beginning in general, and it's fucking over. So, here's the big reason why it's over. Urban Shadow Choux is fucking stupid. Because just straight up, the ability to do this, go into any unit of your choice, and cripple the ever-loving fuck out of it, is just too detrimental. She is easily the best injury unit in the entire fucking game. No other injury unit fucking comes close. Not even DDR. DDR is only really bad because, like, 15% can happen occasionally, and also on defense DDR kind of sucks because Dragon King Sharoon's a thing, and Dragon King Sharoon hard counters the ever-loving fuck out of him. Meanwhile, Urban Shadow Choux, you pretty much just have to outspeed that bitch and just do lots of damage. That's how you fight Urban Shadow Choux. Great fucking character. But, like, either way, we've already killed the Unbound Knight Arowell. There goes their damage sharing. And now all they have left is Destina. Destina is straight up a dead pick because, like, hey, that's HP scaling on healing. We have an injury unit with us. She's just going to be doing, like, mid-heals here and there, so it's not even really that big of a deal. We'll take her out. Now all that's left is Apocalypse Ravi. She only has one form of win condition, and that is to somehow kill the Spirit Eye Celine. Straight up never going to happen for multiple reasons. One, she's injured. Her damage is utter fucking garbage now. And two, Spirit Eye Celine always wins these long-form battles, especially if it's just a 1v1. Spirit Eye Celine versus Apocalypse Ravi, Spirit Eye Celine will win every single time. And that's that! Now onto the fun shit. Dragon Bride Senya, Celine, and a Spector Tenebria. So I was like, you know what? Let's just try, and we'll see if we can fucking full-on cleave this. So like, hey, OP Sig goes, let's just say you don't have Benimaru's Tai Chi. Well, hey, now you have attack buff. Thanks, OP Sig. And then bam, this goes in, 100%. This should kill the Dragon Bride Senya. Bam. And then this also, because that was 2 critical hit attacks going into the team, procs your commander Pavel. The AoE comes in, that should absolutely finish off the Spector Tenebria, and if you happen to get like lucky enough like I did, that Celine actually had Moonlight Dreamblade, so we missed like 2 times. But hey, still works out. Now on to this this oh-so-wonderful fun match. This comp actually looks kinda cancerous. But it's just the fact that, like, Blood Moon Haste's AI is so easily manipulated that, honestly, even if the Navy Captain Landy did go crazy on me, which she straight up didn't, like, I was expecting a counterattack there, and possibly even a salvo, because that's what I want. I wanted to be hit, and I wanted to be able to do attacks with Lone Crescent Bellona to go into, like, the rest of the team. But seeing as how it didn't work out that way, okay, fine, whatever. We have Dragon Bride Senya there just in case, like, the Navy Captain Landy was really strong and she was able to go into my Lone Crescent and do lots of damage. But then we also happen to see, hey, every single fucking unit on that team does extra attacks or has some form of, like, additional attack mechanic assigned to them. So this is ultimately going to help Lone Crescent Bellona, because we're going to be building up fighting spirit like an absolute motherfucker. And here's the thing that, like, really kind of sucks about Blood Moon Haste, is I straight up was just biding my time to go into the Navy Captain Landy a second time. Because, like, right there, now you have Blood Aura. So, what the fuck are you gonna do, Haste? You've already blown your load on Dragon Bride Senya because she was a light unit. And, well, he basically does a whole bunch of healing and a whole bunch of extra attacks, but, like, it really ultimately doesn't matter. And also, like, the rest of my team is just straight up not taking damage. So Roana on Celestine is able to heal Dragon Bride Senya very, very well. My Lone Crescent Bellona is on an injury set, so straight up these HP scalers are eventually going to start doing less and less damage. And, well, that Laia already used S3. We're fighting AI Laia, so there is no soul burn for that, so your additional damage is already gone, and straight up, Blood Moon Haste has already blown his load, and he's still going to continue to receive injury damage the further on down the line we go. It's pretty fucking over. Like, there's no way that you can really come back from this. And the only way they could really fix it is they'd have to do some kind of editing to Blood Moon Haste's AI, make him better to where he withholds his S3. Then you would have to really approach this in a much different way. Or if they buffed him yet again and he got his S3 back on Blood Aura, but that might not be a good idea. And now onto this oh-so-wonderful fun match. So I initially really didn't think this was going to work. Now, the way in which this normally works is, bam, Midnight Gala Lilias goes first, goes into Taranor Royal Guard, and she straight up kills herself. Now, the reason it didn't work there was because the Unbound Knight Arowell was also on Bastion of Perlucia. So that translates to really, really big, thick-ass barrier on Midnight Gala Lilias. And we're also going through Escort. So she probably took about 10k damage or so, but because of the barrier and because of the damage share, yeah, just straight up we weren't able to kill it. So hey, you know what? No big deal. We still have Blood Moon Haste and we have Little Queen Charlotte with us. Little Queen Charlotte as Benny Mars Taichi will just straight up go into the Lone Crescent Bellona. We should absolutely kill it. We do. And now all that's left is Midnight Gala Lilias and Unbound Knight Arowell. Now, here comes the fun part. We do a lot of damage to the Unbound Knight Arowell, whatever. Now we'll go on ahead and we'll go for the S3. Only thing that's kind of a misplay, but not really a misplay, it's just the way in which the game works. We'll bring back Returner Royal Guard right here, but look how high up he is on the CR bar. If he was like giga slow and at the very top of the bar, then the Midnight Gala Lilias would eventually just kill herself. But either way, we also have this, Soul Burn, guaranteed buff strip into a follow-up attack. Yo, that bitch is dead. Now onto this, and what the fuck is this? I was absolutely expecting, oh yeah, the Emilia is going to go first, and then she'll use S2, buff up like the Spector and Tenebria, then this will go into, you know, General Purrgis. Yeah, we'll be 100% in the clear. Now that does not fucking happen. So instead, like, you know what? This is fine. We still have 2 forms of stealth, one on Watcher Shuri, one on fucking Celine, so the attack is still going to guarantee go into General Purrgis right here. I honestly don't care if he were to die at that moment. It doesn't matter because we have our attack buff. Throw that out onto ae-KARINA. Bam, she's dead. Here comes the actual non-attack skill that I was expecting at the beginning of the fucking match, and oh, you're fucking dead. And then all that's left is Emilia, and hey, let's just go ahead and soul burn those free 10 souls that we got on Celine. Should be an absolute kill. Shazams, bing bang bong, ba-boom ba. And that is Guild War done for Monday. Well, not really much to talk about in terms of news, other than the fact that, like, hey guys, did you guys know we're getting another new character? Actually, yeah, if you were paying any remote attention to, like, online at all, yeah, you would probably know that Immortal Wukong's on the way, because he's already been leaked. Thanks, fucking Reddit. Boy, it's the best. But, like, either way, they finally actually released, like, information on Immortal Wukong. Motherfucker looks interesting. It's just the mere fact that, like, hey, he's clearly designed as a means of, hey, Janua is a fucking problem. So we have to have a green unit that can straight up, like, tank his bullshit. But at the same time, I don't like the way the kit is designed in that format, because you're still fighting the crit RNG, because you have crit resist. You don't have, like, guaranteed, oh, I can't be crit. So because of that, like, Janua can probably still crit you. But the good news is Wukong may be kind of easy to gear, because he gets a whole bunch of free crit from his own artifact. He also gets more crit resist, so, like, the odds of you being crit by a red unit are pretty low. And also you straight up have, like, damage reduction on pin. So he's probably going to work. Like, the preview video that they showed for him, he straight up was tanking an attack from a Janua, but, like, straight up, man, I don't fucking trust any of those preview videos, because we never see the stats. You never know what the fuck is actually, like, going on, and they're selling you a unit. They're not gonna fucking make the unit, like, play like shit. That's just the way it is. But, like, the other thing is, like, oh yeah, Immortal Wukong, he's also gonna be pretty much the Rift unit whenever, like, Kraken comes out. And it's like, oh, goody, I can't wait for a new Rift. That's gonna be so fun. And the only other thing is, I don't know, when it comes to Immortal Wukong's design, I'm not the biggest fan of it, because, like, it just doesn't seem right to me. He seems like a Nadalon unit. Definitely doesn't feel like a fucking Policia unit. I don't know. Just odd. But either way, boys, if you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you want to see more of my content, hit subscribe.